Good morning, everyone. I hope you've had a wonderful night's sleep, and wherever you are in the world, I hope that you're enjoying the day. I mentioned yesterday how important it is to set the day with a very clear intention, an intention that you're going to have the best of days regardless of who you meet, what you're doing. And of course, if we set the day up and think, different day, same old shit, then I'm afraid that's what you're going to get. So this morning in Lancashire, it's absolutely beautiful. It's bright sunshine. I looked on the weather forecast and it looks like it's going to rain later, but nonetheless, it's about being in the moment. For many, many years, I lived in the past. I blamed myself for many, many things and was unable to forgive myself on many, many levels. And I think we can get stuck in the past. We judge ourselves too harshly. We allow other people to judge us. And of course, when we do things like that, other people will judge us as well. So when we become aware of judgment, when we become aware of the mind, and what I'm going to call these mornings are Mary's Mindful Mornings. So when we can control the mind as much as we can, because even the most experienced meditator will fall off, when we control the mind, we're aware of our triggers, we're aware of where we're giving our power away when we become too emotional in different things, in different parts of our lives. So sometimes in the morning, somebody just says something to you that might make you feel a bit grumpy, and it's your choice, of course, whether or not you carry that grumpiness throughout the rest of the morning. If you wake up and it's, raining as it does in Lancashire, and you think, oh, it's raining again, I might as well stop in bed, I can't be bothered, then you're not going to be able to grab any opportunities or perhaps challenges. And I must admit, we always think of challenges as being difficult, when actually challenges can be very, very easy challenges. And some of them can be so rewarding. Many of you in the spiritual realm will realise that when we look at the dark night of the soul, then that's often the place that becomes our nemesis, our place of change. So what I wanted to look at today is how effective you are at coping with change. Many of you know I did the spiritual pilgrimage through India and Nepal, Bali, then New Zealand, and then back to Bali to train with an amazing medicine man, and I have really, really met some beautiful people with me. And that was a huge change for me, to sell my home, let go, and to move forward. So how we choose to make changes, how we choose to adapt to changes, how we choose to be more mindful. Are we being triggered from a fear or love or desire or ego? Are we trying to please somebody? Are we trying to prove something? And when we look at our true essence, when we begin the journey of self-awareness, we begin to become aware of what our triggers are, of course. What triggers us, what upsets us, what floats our boats. And, at some point, I may well look at addictions. It's very easy to become addicted to drink or drugs or many, many, many things. I found it amazing that recently I'm not even too bothered about having a hot chocolate. I will have one, but whereas previously I had to have one all the time, I don't know now. Was it the chocolate that I was addicted to? Was it the sugar? Was it the feeling it gave me of connecting with the inner child? I actually don't know. What I do know is I can still enjoy one, but I don't have to have one all the time. And I know through lockdown many, many people have been experiencing drinking too much alcohol. And of course, I think to one degree or another, many, many people have a crutch, whether it's alcohol or drugs or drinking too much coffee or Red Bull or other energy drinks. So when we become aware of what our fix is, then we can become aware of, perhaps if we want to become aware of where it's come from, what are the origins of that, and do we actually need the addiction anymore? So with everything that makes up your day really, from waking up to going to bed. When we become aware of mindfulness, when we become aware of our triggers, when we become aware of our daily habits, are we, being effective? Are we eating healthy? Do we brush our teeth? Do we have a shower? As you can see, with wet hair, I've just come out of the shower. So when you become aware of your habits, and I'm not talking about nitpicking and becoming obsessed here, I'm talking about being aware in a healthy, balanced way, then we can look at what habits are serving us and what habits are not. Social media plays its part. You're all watching this, and hopefully I'm going to inspire you to maybe look at your habits and live a better life. So it's about just knowing yourself more, and one of the main necessities for that is, of course, meditation. And many of you know that I did run a meditation group for 6 or 7 years, many years ago. So meditation changed my life. It just slows the mind down. And of course, now as a hypnotherapist and psychotherapist, when we become aware of the power of the mind, which is like an iceberg, 30% is above and can be seen, and the 70%, which is actually making you do what you do, Are you proving yourself to your mum all the time? Are you proving yourself to your dad? Are you having to prove yourself to your husband, your wife, your children, or a big brother or a big sister? And what are you actually doing for yourself? Do you have any awareness of who you are among the mix of your life, Food plays such an important part. I was talking a few months ago about my addiction to hot chocolate. While I was in India and travelling, it was actually very rare to get hold of. So maybe I just outgrew it because, I couldn't get hold of it. I don't know. But there are many things that we can be addicted to. Of course, we can be addicted to a person. And there's a huge difference between I love you because I need you and I need you because I love you. And we can become addicted to a person as well. We can become addicted to places. Now, whether or not you class that as a good thing or a bad thing, I love being out in nature. I love visiting different chapels or cathedrals, not because of the religious aspect of things, but often if the energy is really nice, then I get a sense of peace. But I think for all of us, if we can find the inner peace, then we can find what we need in life for ourselves. And of course, the more we find our inner peace, then we can help other people to find their own inner peace. So I'm going to do a little meditation for you on acceptance, I think. Many of you know that my work is often channeled, and I just listen to my guides and just get inspiration. So we'll see what comes. I will be sending healing to all of you throughout this, whether you call it a broadcast, I'm not sure. And also, if any of you do want healing, just do let me know. Of course, you can watch these FaceTime videos over and over again as well. So when you're ready, in your own time, just close your eyes. When you're ready, just take 3 deep breaths in. And just allow your mind to be still. Allow yourself to just center. And you probably heard the term before that you're a human being. And the point of being human is to simply be. Whereas many of us end up doing all the time. So at this moment in time, right now, because this is all we have, of course, just be. And just allow yourself to feel into that beingness, into that stillness. And if it helps you to put your hands on your heart within your well-being and stillness, then just simply do that. Just put your hands on your heart and just be still. Just take a moment to be aware of what the body feels. Maybe roll your shoulders, maybe scrunch your face, and just pull all the muscles of the face tight. Roll the shoulders again. Become aware of any tension in your legs, your knees, your thighs. And just for a moment, just do heel toe. Just put your heel on the floor and then move to the toes. And then do heel toe again. And just think for a moment of how grounded you are. How earthed are you? How connected are you to the earth? Do you like walking in nature or the trees? Where's your favourite place? On top of a mountain or by a river, by a stream, by a lake or a pond? Maybe it's in your own back garden. Maybe you have many, many places you love to be. And just taking a moment to breathe. And if you can't think of a place you'd like to be at this moment, then use your vivid, creative, powerful imagination. And just breathe that energy in and breathe out. And just breathe that energy in and breathe out. And just allow yourself to just be. And if the monkey mind begins to chatter, then just as you would a child, just allow it to calm. Give yourself permission to listen to your breath, to feel your breath. And just feel into that energy. Feel into that peacefulness. And allow yourself to kindly regard yourself all that you are in all of your aspects. And just imagine if this calmness could be carried with you throughout the day, every day. Imagine what it would be like if we had a world where everybody accepted themselves and accepted other people. Imagine what it would feel like if no one judged anyone else. Imagine a world where we were kind to ourselves and where others were kind to us. Gandhi said, if you want a world of change, then become your own change. Become the change you want to see in the world. And just feel yourself accepting yourself. Just for a moment, imagine if you were a flower, or perhaps a garden, or perhaps a whole valley. What would you look like? What would you feel like? And just breathe in that energy. Breathe in that oneness. In the peace. Give yourself permission to be peaceful. And if your inner peace is reflected like a flower. What does that flower feel like? Does it have fragrance? Does it have colour or colours? Of course, the symbol for the Buddha is the lotus. And if you could be a lotus right now, what colour would you be? There are white and pink, red ones. There are many different colours. There is also the black lotus. And never ever think that black is a bad colour, because from the black soil comes the beautiful new growth. From the black of night, just before dawn, comes a brand new day. And just feel into that space. Feel into that peacefulness. And give yourself permission to feel it with grace and profound respect. And just be. Embrace your own peace. Embrace this moment. Embrace the stillness. The mind may wander, just simply bring it back. Allow yourself to be you in the most beautiful way. And think of the life of a tree that begins with a tiny shoot and then it changes. Many of the trees in England will, of course, have different coloured leaves through the different seasons. And in summer, of course, an abundance of leaves. In spring, the beginning. In winter, the tree may well look dead. And in the autumn, the leaves have all the beautiful colours of the sunset and the sunrise. So just take a moment as we begin today, because today is all we have, because today is the present. So just take a moment right now to think of at least one thing that you can do today that's going to make you feel amazing. It's going to make you feel peaceful, calm and quiet. It's going to make you feel fulfilled, wholehearted. And when you begin the day with such a profundity, then life really can change for you. And by taking that one single step forward, life can change in a really beautiful way. Namaste. Take care, everyone. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day. When you come out of meditation, or you can stay there if you wish, just wriggle your toes and roll your shoulders. Just take 3 deep breaths in and just be. Namaste. Bye.